me a CIA, Clint? Oh yeah, that means we're having motion.
And he saw me in New York. He's like, bro, I really see something in you, gang. I need to put you on Twitch. You're a prodigy. I was one of the first Twitch's prodigy. So he put me on that bitch. And yeah, bro, he gave me 100 bands. He said, fuck that hooping shit. Stop hooping. Here's the 100 bands. Start streaming, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Where they do that at? 100 bands randomly?
Yeah, bro, just like that, gang. That ass,
Nobody ever finna give you 100 bands because you talk about your Twitch journey. I did Uber for 3 years. He's capped. Why ain't nobody give me 100 bands? I done pitched plenty of ideas like this. Most I got was a $40 tip.
Like, no cap in my rap.
Shout out to See Through the Script, man.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Script back with another video, and today we got to talk about the streamer slash rapper PlaqueBoyMax. For those unaware, I'll give you a brief background on his life and career, but the main focus today is to highlight what appears to be another clear example of an entertainer signing a major label deal and within a few short months changing everything about themselves and promoting things like sexual perversion and degeneracy, all in exchange for a career with more fame and wealth. PlaqueBoyMax's name has been spreading fast through social media, and not for the best reasons, and today we're going to cover exactly what it seems to take in the entertainment business to grow as an entertainer. But before that, let's get a little bit of a background on this guy. Before the millions of viewers, there was just a kid in West Orange, New Jersey posting basketball clips under the name Max Got Next. Maxwell Elliott Dent wasn't dreaming of streaming stardom. He was a teenager with a camera and a hunch. That hunch grew teeth during the pandemic when Max co-founded Basement Boys, a YouTube channel built on pranks and rap battles. He worked mostly behind the scenes, editing for hours, and the channel pushed towards 200,000 subscribers, earning him his first YouTube Creator Award and a plaque that he'd remember forever. In April 2021, while still in high school, Max convinced his parents to let him take a gap year to stream full-time. He created a Twitch account under a new name, PlaqueBoyMax, and stepped in front of the camera for the first time. The breakout came when he started reacting raw and unfiltered to underground rap. His emotional response to Tana's Antisocial 2 went viral. A community formed.
Bro, a lot of people broke a wave through that. That was the smartest thing for me to do. Around 2020 to 2023, I should have just reacted to underground rap content. I was still trying to be a rapper. I do make music, but like, if I would have pivoted, because Baba Lamb came through that era. Like, a lot of people built a following and a niche off of that time, bro. Underground hip hop, because there wasn't a lot of content creators talking about this for our era. The Uzi, the Dex, the Cardi. You just had to watch interviews. There wasn't a lot of good blogs besides the academics post something, but they had to go over viral. But yeah, times have changed.
Around him, 5-star, and he launched shows like Song Wars and In the Booth, turning his stream into a real recording studio. On April 28, 2024, PlaqueBoyMax was announced as the first creator added in FaZe Clan's organizational reboot, putting him in front of a much bigger audience. By January 24, 2025, a stream with Central C was pulling over 127,000 concurrent viewers. Damn. He was becoming a bridge between UK rap and the American mainstream. The music industry took notice. On May 22nd, 2025, he officially signed to Zach Bia's Field Trip Recordings and Capitol Records. The next day, May 23rd, he dropped the Atlanta EP with Quavo, Flo Milli, and DJ Drama. A week later, on May 30th, 2025, came his debut solo mixtape, 5 Forever, his first project flying solo, no features. A deluxe edition followed on June 20th. That same month, Victory Lap, made with Fred Again and Skepta, earned a Grammy nomination for Best Dance / Electronic Recording, making him the first Twitch streamer ever nominated. By August 5th, 2025, Max announced his exit from FaZe Clan, ready to build 5-star into something bigger on his own. Full circle from the kid who once spent 30 hours editing 10 minutes of basement footage. Alright, Now, let's get into all the talk that's been happening around his name. As of 2026, PlaqueBoyMax has been gaining major attention on the internet, and it's been less about his music and more about his questionable life choices. As mentioned, he made some major career moves during mid-2025, signing a deal with Zach Bia's label, the same one that signed Yeet, which also works with Capitol Records for distribution. It's quite interesting that basically right after signing, things started to take a turn. But before that moment, there were certainly signs of his zesty ways.
Now, when I was a kid though, I was in high school, I was gay as hell.
What did he say?
You feel me? Niggas gotta understand, niggas talking about this gay shit for content. No, I'm just really a gay nigga.
Boy, if you don't get...
Here's another clip of PlaqueBoyMax reacting to the leak of Drake's pic. And let me just say, bro, if you're a dude who actually looked that up,
Stop it. Get some help.
I stopped in the middle of the road and I said, wow, this is my goal.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, you could only troll like this for so long. Not 5 years straight, but 3 years straight of straight zest. Like, that's why he said, I've been on this. Then I seen a clip of his dad walk in the room and talk to him. I'm like, my voice deeper than his dad's. I got more. I'm not putting it on the bass because, like I said, a dude could have bass in his voice. That don't mean he ain't Hershey Highway or something like that. But I'm just saying, like, his dad just gave like sachet. And I'm not even trying to judge him or project or anything like that. I'm just reading his dad based off of how he act. So as soon as I seen his dad talk, he sounded like lemon drop. You know? So if Max got some of that rubbed off, but you know, so there men express themselves differently. Some men, I get it, bro, but like, it's an attack on masculinity right now. Let's be real about this, bro. And when you look at this goofy, no point of putting too much energy on that. He's a dork, bro. We know this.
Smile. He did it with such effort, such bravery, such courage. It's like he knew he had it on him. The CLB missile.
Hey, yo!
Around July 2025, a little over a month after signing, fans exposed that he had an account on an all-male dating site to which he addressed and did not deny the allegations.
Live on forever. And that's just something I have to be okay with because it happened. I did it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's ultimately my fault. I got to take accountability. I'm the one who did that bullshit. You feel me? How I really look at it is like it was really more so a message from God. Like, this is where, look what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my gay niggas.
I beg your pardon?
I'm sure there's some gay niggas in chat because there's mad niggas in here.
That's pretty gay.
But things would continue to get stranger. By 2026, Plaqueboy became the first streamer/rapper to be nominated for a Grammy, and then as the year continued, he kept making the rounds for progressively gayer shit. One moment, he's telling his fans that he's doing a butt reduction surgery. Like, my guy, who are the kids looking up to these days? All this look-maxing bullshit is leading to this type.
You want to know why they're desensitized to it? Aiden Ross sitting in laps. Kai Cenat getting bumped behind the back by a clown in his house. Rakai, Ty Lil, who else, bro? I heard Duke Dennis talking about PlaqueBoyMax. You wore a crop top, Duke Dennis. You forgot? Oh, everybody forgot Duke Dennis put on a crop top. Y'all forgot about that. Oh. I show speed. Oh yeah, I heard 19 Keys the other year. He's tightening up. He's a young man. He's like an anime character. Yeah, he's tightening up. Yeah, okay, speed is tightening up, but what did he do to get on, bro? Like, bro, y'all get anybody, but like, you'll hear 19 Kids to hear somebody like me and be like, oh yeah, he's uneducated, or yeah, he's. But I show speed get all the credence in the world. But you somebody like me, oh yeah. Like, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. We just want to give grace to these puppets. Should be with that same grace then. Because I'm going to go on a podcast and do some work and stuff like that. And I'm gonna do my thing, but I already know what it's gonna come with. I already know that it's gonna try to box me in on that book allegory shit. Yeah, cite a million books every time you talk. No, nigga. These are downloads, nigga. Do what I want, bruh.
Type of talk, which stems into a deeper theory about the push into a world of transhumanism. But to soft launch it, the world of surgical modifications needs to be accepted, and to do that, it needs to be promoted heavily. For women, this has been quite popular already, and for some men as well, but nowadays it's only getting worse due to like social media, and that's for both genders. Look at that guy Clavicular, for example, and his whole psycho look-maxing philosophy. Now, for those who don't see the correlation, just think about it. To get people to accept the idea of transhumanism, chip implants, you know, all that junk, you need to convince the common day man and woman that they are inherently flawed. Then push celebrities, influencers, and entertainers who promote modifying their looks to the point where the average person feels they need to do the same, highlighting their own insecurities. As this becomes more normal, it would be even easier to promote more extreme changes like implant chips in one's hand and all that wild shit. Anyways, that's a topic for another video, but let's continue.
Tap that brain. Basically, PlaqueBoyMax is feeding.
Not long after, in April, PlaqueBoyMax went viral again, this time for telling his fans that he'd gotten a vasectomy.
Is not having no Plaqueboy Juniors. I got a vasectomy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little weird. I don't want to get into too much details. They shave your balls, all type of nuts. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I looked up, how do you get rid of, you feel me? And I found the answers. And surprisingly enough, the procedure is actually pretty easy. You can go in and walk out same day. You don't gotta go to the hospital or some extra.
Mind you, these streamers have a strong influence over their audience, and this promotion of a surgery could lead to their fans considering the same thing down the road. And all of this further promotes a depopulation agenda. Mind you, the whole rainbow community and their agenda falls into it as well, this idea of depopulation. It's pretty obvious. Max went viral.
Look, bro, like, this is some Babylon tendencies, man. We're in a modern day Babylon, bro. 2026. Babylon Empire, bro. Like, it's whatever. I can't, like, I'll be really watering down my talk on these channels just so I mean on my channel so I can just produce the content. But y'all can see in between these lines, man. They're reversing everything. The most sadistic society. And these things been happening for so long, right? But now the way it's playing out, they say art imitate life. The way things are playing out now with social media and the internet, like. But at the end of the day, these realities don't exist too. Like, if I had kids, if I was raising kids, like, I would make sure they didn't see this world from the lens that they want me to, that want my kids to see it from. You know, I would introduce them to a world of without phones, before phones. That peace, give them that peace, so they know what to get back to when they get in the world. Bro, I have my kids raised up just like how I was. VHS, go buy old Xboxes. They wouldn't even know. Because it was never this, bro. Y'all remember when in school, I was going to school when phones started to become a problem. That's when I went to school. I was in between the generation of computer lab. Like, we still had computer labs, bro, but I was the generation where it was like, hey, get off your phones. Y'all on your phones. Get off your phone. Get off your phone. They telling you. You go back to, oh, my bad. That was at least the beginning of that. Like, when Kodak Black dropped Tunnel Vision, look, Kodak, they don't want to see you in. And I remember I was watching that in class when it dropped. But this is the thing, too. We had a lot of free time. Well, I had a lot of free time in that class. So we used to do some classes we just did. We won't. You know, a lot of teachers don't care. So be on our phone the whole class. But some classes, it was like the teacher that did care, they noticed that. But yeah, man, guys like PlaqueBoyMax, man. And what's crazy is he already had a big audience. It's like they just want more and more and more, bro. They're not satisfied with their 20, 30K a month, bro. They just need to It ain't about money for them. See, for me, all I need is 10, 30K a month for the rest of my life. Straight. Every month. For the rest of my life. $10,000, $30,000. I'm straight, bro. And even if you miss a couple months, I'm good on the road. But these dudes, man, it's not about money for them. I want to be famous. Like, when I make moves, it's to up my bag, not to up my clout. If the clout get up, that's what it is, bro.
After showing his fans his new tattoo, in which he got the word diva tattooed across his ribs, talking about it represents bad bitch energy or some shit.
What does diva mean to you? You're like, I'm a bad bitch. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
You look real gay.
At this point, fans were convinced bro was just about to come out, because let's be real, we all know the word diva is geared toward women, and if a man ever did refer to himself as one, yeah, that brother's probably zesty.
No, I been gay.
Okay, but believe it or not, this shit gets gayer.
Enough already.
A few days after showing fans his new tattoo, he hit the Summer Smash stage wearing a wig with his edges laid down and all. Fans immediately clowned him, while some supported his willingness to be himself. The reality is though, no one would actually care if he just said he's gay at this point. But it's the fact that he's stated before he isn't, but keeps making gay choices and promoting it.
I don't with that because I'm not gay.
No, I been gay.
Because I'm not gay.
Stop the cap.
And before I go even further, of course I'm aware that some might say he's just trolling, bro. It's not that deep. It's all for attention, because the attention translates to dollars in his world. And certainly that's part of the plot, but as mentioned before, you need to acknowledge how this kind of behavior almost always tends to occur after the entertainer makes major label moves. An artist will rarely move this zesty before securing a deal, unless they truly were to begin with. At this point, PlaqueBoyMax doubled down on the antics, and he showed up on stream with a new blonde wig, and of course blogs and YouTube channels just like myself jumped on the chance to cover it. And even the fans started to point out how he's gotta be some sort of CIA plant sent here to corrupt the youth and steer them down the wrong path of degeneracy and perversion. And at this point, it's becoming hard to believe otherwise. Then on stream sometime in June.
Yeah, bro, like, this guy, bro, if you can't see through this guy's script, you get gifted 100 bands, you get invited in the phase off no talent. He had a wave going on. But a lot of people have waves. You don't get invited to phase clan. It's a lot of upcoming streamers that pop off. You don't get pulled up by Kai Cenat, Reggie. Reggie went through his little script too. You know, you see he be chilling now because he went through that script. But you can imagine, like, imagine if the whole world was talking about you, or the whole internet, I should say. You'll probably like lose your mind. Maybe he losing his mind. He's just like, if they saying I'm just like, you know, that's the power of the social media. I feel like PlaqueBoyMax is a perfect example of the power of social media too, on how a lot of people can't control this ancient technology. I don't care what nobody say. These phones is ancient technology, bro. And people just be using them loosely, like it's not black screens, and this stuff is not a game, man. Even y'all watching these videos, bro, like, be careful. You just watching videos. I know I'm messing up. You enjoying yourself. You're chiefing right now. You're chilling. I'm frying your eye, but like, you should be able to receive this message, bro. Like, get something out of this. These people right here, bro, like, they figured out how to utilize the internet and it still being usurped out their energy. That's what I've been really contemplating with these past couple of days. Like, yo, bro, I did all of this. I'm doing all of this. I did all of this to break out the habit of just doom scrolling or just being on my phone or growing up being on the phone and just consuming content, period. Right? Because before doom scrolling was a word, we were all doing it as kids, growing up on these phones. before we go to bed, watching Vine, watching all these movies, watching all these YouTubers. And I love the YouTube. I love the phone and stuff. It's cool, but now that I'm older and I realize, like, yo, I consumed a lot of slop, bro. Unconsciously. You have to really reprogram your brain. Buy some books, you know. It don't gotta be the deepest books. Buy some books you're interested in. I read what I'm interested in. You know, I study what I'm interested in. That's just always how I've been. If I want to learn about some subjects or some concepts, that's what I'm gonna study. We don't got too long at this shit, bro. You never know. What if they start charging you to post on YouTube? I heard Magmula say that one day, and I'm like, all right, y'all think that's a game? That's real. That we're aiming toward that. You seen Bitcoin just drop? The game will change, bro. Like, shout out to See Through the Script.